Yo, some stories you just can't make it up. A inmate is now charged with having a loaded gun inside of the Cook County jail. Can I surrender something? Is what he asked on his way out. Check this out, right? An 18-year-old man who was supposed to leave the Cook County jail on Wednesday is not going home after all. I don't think he wanted to go home. I think he was comfortable being in the jail, and I think he wanted to stay. That's because his name is Kamari Johnson, and he is now facing a fresh charge of possession of a loaded firearm inside of a jail. Johnson was initially arrested on November 11th after he slammed a Chicago police officer to the floor during a domestic altercation. According to court records, he was acting up. They called the police on him. He fought the police officer, slammed the police officer to the ground, got arrested, obviously with a gun on him. The next day, a judge decided to release Johnson on electronic monitoring, but he stayed in jail for a week, seemingly unable to find a place to live while he was wearing the ankle monitor that they had put on him. Of course, it was a domestic issue, and they didn't want him back at the house where they had to call the police on him, so he had to sit in jail for a week. Now, according to court records, Judge Lindsay Hugh dropped the electronic monitoring requirement on Tuesday, which would allow Johnson to leave jail on a nighttime curfew. So instead of putting him on ankle monitor, the judge said, listen, you'll be good to go during the daytime, but come nighttime, a certain time of the day, you better be back in the house, right? So he's on a nighttime curfew. At about 2:50 a.m. Wednesday, a probation officer was preparing to place a ankle monitor designed to track curfew compliance on Johnson's leg. And Johnson popped the question. So as the probation officer is putting the device on his leg, Johnson says, "Can I surrender something?" Oh my God. This is how a 18-year-old mind works. You know what I mean? You 18, you know when you 18, right? You figured, can't nobody tell me shit no more. I done hit the age where they say I'm an adult. I know it all. Because a grown-ass person would not have even said anything about that at this point. He asked the man, the probation officer, as he is fitting the ankle monitor on him, can I surrender something? Before the probation officer could reply yes or no, Johnson reaches into his right pants pocket, removes an ammunition magazine, and puts that on the table. You thought that was okay. I'm sure the probation officer is like, hold up. Who searched you? How did you have this in here on you? A magazine filled with live rounds. Well, that wasn't enough. Johnson had more coming. This 18-year-old then went into his crotch area of his pants, pulls out a black and silver Taurus handgun with 7 live bullets and placed that on the table too, according to the paperwork. Right in front of the probation officer. So the probation officer secured the gun and the magazine and took Johnson to a supervisor's office, and he was subsequently searched, finally, properly, by jail staff. You know they searched him like he had never been searched before. They probably split him in two searching him. I'm sure they went all up in his crevices and corners. Judge Shawner Bulker detained Johnson during a court hearing on Friday afternoon and said, you know what, on second thought, you're not going home. You staying here because now you have these charges. And he was charged with possessing a firearm and live ammunition inside of a penal institution. Stupid is as stupid does. You can't make this stuff up. This is just one of those things that happen. You know, a lot of the times you see people doing time in prison, and everybody behind the walls says, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. But a lot of them did it. And a lot of them was just too slow, too dumb, or stupid, whichever way you want to take it, to see that they would have gotten caught anyways. Johnson, in this case, he could have gotten away with this if only he had just kept his mouth shut, because they weren't going to search you before they released you. He was already on his way out the door. But I think he really wanted to stay. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV, Brain Flow TV. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.